Hey guys, C here with some more 500 zoom. Mixing these sevens. Gonna call this time. And tempted to mix in some flats here against min, given this guy's a recreational. And I will do it 33 or more % of the time. Don't think this is a board you want to be using a third, but I think our hands are continue versus third, even without the heart. Given we do have some backdoor straights. I think sevens is a better call than eights on the flop. And gonna take one here on the right. And I think we're just calling here on the left with the straight draw equity. And we're kind of done with the hand on the right. I think we probably get to fold this. Could turn these fours into a bluff. I think I will some of the time, but not pure. I think I'm gonna fold the sevens. Somewhat interesting. Just trying to think what hands I want to call and fold there. I don't like blocking the 7-8. I think he's not gonna bluff his flush draws, so we'd almost prefer to have a heart on the river, because I think his main bluffs are gonna be yeah, his draws / barrels where he doesn't have a heart. For example, a hand like well, like 7-8 or hands like king queen of clubs, queen jack of clubs, I think are going to be pretty high frequency turn barrels, especially if he's range betting flop. Given he bet 1/3 on the flop, there's a chance he's range betting there. I'm gonna mix this, checking back slightly more than I'm betting. There's a chance he's range betting, given his flop sizing. In which case, he's definitely going to be barreling his like queen jack in clubs, king queen in clubs, like really frequently on the turn. But do we just bomb it? I think I like really big here. And I think I'm just folding on the right. Yeah, I think we even, we just have to call. Yeah, we just have to call. This isn't too fun, but this opponent's definitely capable. Expect to lose a lot here, but good luck me. Yeah, nice hand. Not too much we can do that. I think just checking back the ace queen. Not the most fun start to the session, but that's the way it goes sometimes. I'm on a pretty pure heater right now, so doesn't hurt quite as bad as when it's not going so great and you get stacked. Just gonna fold the 9-6, and probably gonna be folding this ace queen on the river. A lot of his bluffs can kind of get there in some way on the 10. There really just aren't that many hands in his turn probing range that we beat now on the river, so gonna be folding. And sixes I will be 3-betting. Don't think I'm gonna play flats when this player can shove behind. When we do flat, because that'd be 6.5 blinds in there, which is like 20% of his stack, so he should be shoving pretty aggressively. I'm not sure if he would. This hand would typically mix 3-bets, but not, I don't think, at the stack depth. This is close. I think our hand's already indifferent. I'm gonna call half, fold half, and we just about roll a fold. Get and check back the ace-6. And against a fish, I think I'm just gonna raise. I wonder if our queen 2 is ever allowed to fold there. I would very much doubt it is. Just using small sizings on this board. Like, in theory, we're definitely not meant to fold, and I know this guy's an extremely capable reg, who's... I believe he'll have bluffs that, basically. And yeah, I'm happy at my decision not to flat sixes before seeing this guy jam just against a single open. Going to ISO 10s. And I think I'm just going to start with big bet against recreational. I think even against, well, not that a reg would usually limp the cutoff unless it's my poker F. I'm just going to keep betting turn. I think just 2/3, 2/3. And then all in on river seems good. Yep. We are all in. Got a bad premonition here. I don't know why. I feel like I'm gonna get snapped by a better hand, but we get snapped by a worse hand, so that's always nice. I can't explain why I had that premonition, but I did have it. And easy call here with the king 2. Nice flop. So the top and bottom pair are the one we play the most passively. So bottom 2 and top 2 will check raise aggressively, and then top and bottom plays the most passively of the 3. So yeah, I will not be pure check raising this hand. I do think on turn, especially with a fish in the hand, we want to start just putting money in. Trying to think what sizing I like. Between 2/3 and slightly smaller than 2/3. I think I'm just going to go 2/3. And block or 2/3 on the river. I think blocking his calls with the king, I think I prefer small with this one. And going bigger with like hands like Jack 9. given that we block the calling range here. We will be sighing and calling a raise, even though he has pocket nines a lot when he does raise. If it folds to me, I'll make a loose open here into a recreational. But it's not fold to me. Not seen this player before, but I don't think he started with full stack, so potentially a fish. I'm gonna mix it with the fives. And mixing in some small delay c-bets here, I think. I'm gonna go 50-50 with this hand, between check and betting a third of the pot. Now I really wish I'd bet. Well, maybe we would have got check raised. I've never seen the five. And I think 2/3 is going to be my only sizing here on the river. Spot on the ace-3. Unfortunate to see the fold. So I don't usually shill and ask for subs, but getting really close to 1,000 subs, after which I actually get monetized on my videos. So if anyone isn't subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you did just click the button. I think this hand's raise or fold. I'm gonna raise it 1 in 6 times and fold the rest. I don't think against the under the gun raise at range we can continue our hand as a call there. Pause is going to mix. Against the smaller size, we'll call a bit more. Gonna call 1 in 3. So it's interesting, like if you're pure opening the small pairs, then you want to mix and call them like pretty infrequently. In this case, I did choose to pure open because the big blinds are recreational. However, if you're kind of following GTO charts and like mixing this hand and opening like a quarter of the time, you then want to pure continue versus 3-bet. Just a rule I've seen in The Sims. This will nearly always call. We'll mix some occasional 4-bet, which we actually roll. So I will put it in. And I think mixing some 3-bet here, like these double Broadway offsuit hands play better at smaller stack depths, just their blocking properties. I'm not sure what this lead is. I have no idea what to do with my hand. Like, he has a 7s advantage, and I guess a 6-5 suited advantage. So I guess it's okay. I think this hand just wants to fold. Man, I really don't know. I think I'm just going to fold, but I'll look this one up. Seems just about the worst hand I can have. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. If I had like some sort of backdoory anything, I would consider doing some raising, but we just have absolutely trash here when we have king 10. I guess we block pocket tens, which is quite nice. But we essentially have like pretty much the worst hand in our range for that spot. Interesting one though. Interesting lead from villain. I don't know if the board is good enough for him to have a significant leading range. My gut tells me it isn't because he never has fours or threes. Even though he has 6-5 suited close to pure. And pocket sevens. Pocket sevens mostly cool, so it's mostly 6-5 suited that he's saying he has the advantage in terms of nut advantage. Yeah, interesting to see that. My gut's telling me it's not going to lead that one too often. And continuing on the left, on the right, I can see arguments for both. I think raise is going to be higher EV against a fish. Okay. Nice answer. Wonder if we ever just turn this hand into a bluff on the turn. I think from what I've kind of seen in solvers that it will bet this sort of hand on the turn at frequency. Just like our worst ace X, like it's hard for us to have nothing when the turn comes a turn after we call flop. Yeah, I think I would have bet at some frequency there. And I think we have a pretty decent bluff catcher on the river, especially with the ace. Yeah, I think we just have to call this one. We're obviously losing the vast majority of the time, but we only need to be good like a bit less than 1 in 5 times there, and I think we are against a capable opponent. At lower stakes, you can probably get away with exploit folding. But I think that hand's just meant to call. With the properties it has. High frequency 4-bet here with the ace jack. I think it does do it 2 and 3 times in my charts. So I will. And checking back with the queens. Using 2/3 or check on this board. And doing some delaying through a third pot here. Doing some checking back as well. Rolling the delay. Do I go thin? I think I do. I think I go for it here with the queen of spades. Just about good enough, I think. Gonna bet this hand, not too often, but sometimes. And don't think I'm going to find barrels with this hand on the turn. I think I'm just folding river. not sure if this one will ever mix calls. I definitely don't think it's definitely not pure call. I'd be shocked if it was pure call. I'm pretty damn certain it's not pure call. Wonder if it ever mixes in any calls. I'm more confident that it's a pure fold than that it mixes calls, and even if it mixes calls, that would be like a 0 EV call. The frequency that we do it. So it's not going to cost us really much. Like the call, like if it mixes calls, it will be like no EV difference between call and fold. So I think just pure callings, pure foldings probably fine there when I don't know. Obviously, if he's playing the perfect frequencies and I am folding a lot of my mixes, then he is going to be making a decent bit of money against me. Against a rare guard range check, but I think I like just bank small against a fish. Our hand doesn't really want to check call even with the backdoor spades. Like if we check and he bets like 3/4 pot or bigger, it's not a great spot. And I think we can apply a lot of immediate fold equity against kind of all his pocket pairs underneath E10 or underneath pocket tens. This mixes some call, not too much. Gonna bet the queen nine a decent amount, using a large size on this board. Calling the queen jack. And calling the ace deuce. Pure call on left, pure check on right. No leads on the left. Just going to be calling. Wouldn't shock me if this hand's meant to raise like 5% of the time, but I'm not going to try and find that if that is the case. And I think just hard blocking the calling range, we go small with this hand. Yeah, we just really heavily block the calling range. Checking on the right. I think our hand's in that kind of too good to check, not good enough to check raise. Like, not good enough to check raise, but too good to check zone. So I think we just want a pure bet. I will occasionally mix this into some blocks though to protect my weaker hands going for blocks here. Like I'll have some 7x, some hands like pocket eights, maybe even a floater king 10 from time to time, and we have an easy call versus. So yeah, we want to occasionally, I think this hand mostly wants to bet big, but does want to mix in some small bets to protect our blocking range there. And as we see, it's nice that we protected it there, I guess. Although it's not like he tried to bluff us and we caught him. I think honestly a fish is going to really struggle to find enough defense on this board, so we should not range bet this board. He has a massive 2x advantage, but I think a recreational, and this guy looks like a tight recreational, is just going to struggle to find necessary floats. So I will, maybe I won't range bet, but I'll kind of just bet all my hands with some backdoor potential. We have an overcard to most of his pocket pairs. Doing a lot of checking on the board on the right. I think this hand's going to mostly check. Well, yeah, it's definitely going to mostly check. And easy fold on the right. And just pure giving up on the left. This is 50-50 in my ranges, although I think we actually get 2-3 bet wider when we are this deep in position. So I'm going to do it 80% of the time rather than 50%. Though actually, when we are deeper, we want to use kind of more suited hands with better nut potential. So maybe for this hand specifically, the frequency would either stay the same or go down. And then the frequency that we're 3-betting kind of more suited gappery stuff would go up. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. But our 3-bet, we do get to just 3-bet wider when we are deep in position. Just as a general rule, you want to make the pots bigger when you have positional advantage. He should also be opening tighter. Checking range on the left. I think just check calling this hand. Gonna take my time. If I had kind of overcards with backdoors, I'd definitely take my time kind of thinking about it if I ever need to continue. So I want to take my time with my snap calls as well. And I think we have a pure continue on turn. Almost always have 5 outs if we're behind. He's going to be stabbing this board a lot as well. I think on the turn he should really start overbetting. Gonna go for the range bet on the right. And just gonna pure check this combo on turn. And we just have to click call here. It's not fun, but we just have to click call. Nice. Yeah, I think he should start going bigger on the turn already. Like, he should be kind of saying he has 1 pair beat. Or, but with all other ace-x, I think that means... I like betting with the 5 more. Yeah, I think our ace-5, ace-4 wants to bet because we block the straight. And then our a6, a7, ace-8 wants to probably check behind, would be my guess. Yeah, I think on the turn he should already be overbet or checking. Or potentially having some blocks. I don't think this kind of middling size makes much sense. think I want to be overbet or check here on the left. This hand, I wonder if we're ever meant to raise this. I think versus size, we'll have to mix a little bit of raise with this hand. I don't think it's much, but I'm going to do it 20% of the time. And range betting on the right. This is close. I think with the ace of diamonds, I will mix occasional check. I think I'm just going to pure fold. I'm going to reset my stack here as well. I don't think there's any recreationals that are deep. And I'm also out of time bank. And I don't really want to play deep when the only deep players are like Chips and Crisp, who are better than me. Yeah, when the only deep players are all better than you, I would recommend resetting. Oh, as I say that, there's a deep fish now. I'm still going to set this one. I'm low on time bank. This guy's not like a terrible fish. If he was really bad, I would probably keep the stack. But as is, I'm going to reset it. Can mix in some flats. Not too many. Come on, Matt Packs. You know you can 4-bet. You can find the 4-bet. Gonna lead? No, surprising. I think we check behind a lot with this hand. On a 20. On a 20, I think I bet. Ooh. Yeah, on a 20, I think I bet. About the spade. Gonna find some double check back here, but not too much. I think mostly betting. I think I want to use 2/3. Gonna open given there's a fish in the big blind. I'm also sizing down because he's 40 bigs deep. Even though this is a fold in GTO land. And I think I mixed jam and 2/3 with this hand. Roll passive, gonna go 2/3, or maybe 3/4. Gonna go this. Jam's definitely reasonable here. Maybe I just want to play my whole range as jam or check. I'm not sure. I think we want to have some bets this size built around our king, queen, ace, queen, queen, jack. And I think we're just slightly too high up in our range to bet this one. It might just be such a good ball we can bluff this anyway, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I would bluff some ace high here, some like a7. Okay, nice, yeah. I think ace 10 is just too good. I think maybe consider bluffing some a7, ace8. I think when you're getting to the ace 10 region, that's just a bit too aggressive to be bluffing. Gonna reset this one as mentioned. How long has this one been? 35 minutes. Okay, we'll go a little longer. What's the pool looking like? 3 fish, 26 entries, not the worst. Not the best because the recreationals are all short. Going to be pure calling here. Versus the one and only Jarrett Man. That's what I call a flop. Definitely going to have some leads. Not going to pure lead. Yeah, I when I was thinking of a flop, that was pretty much it. Mixing some 3-bet here with the ace-8. Why Mr. Seven of Spades? Two of hearts one time. I think we do a lot of small betting here. Maybe mixing the occasional big bet, but I think a lot of small betting with our range. Folding with the clubs. Yeah, just about the worst turn in the deck. Yeah, not the dream run out. What sizing do I want to use here on the river? I think overbet. But I want to size that I can bet my tax. No, I'd probably just. I'm gonna go with overbet. Maybe I should want the 7. Just gonna jam ace king suited. No spades. Oh, we fade it. Oh, we don't fade it. Nice hand, Jarrett, man. Oh, we have to call when we have the 7. This sucks. But blocking the pocket 7s, we just have to call. Yeah, nice hand. Jarrett, man, just winning all our profits and then some. Man, how does he even finds the flop check? This mixes some 3 bets, which we roll. Take all my money, Mr. Jarrett, man. To be fair, the knowledge I've gotten from his videos, I'm happy to donate a stack and a half. Yeah, we just have to call. It sucks so bad, but I think Jarrett Man's going to be capable of just bluffing a 10 there. And like we have the straight with the full house blocker, like yeah. Yeah, we can't fold that hand, I don't think. Finding some bets with the ace-8, which I roll. Yeah, if there's one guy I'm happy to lose a stack and a half to like that, definitely going to be Jarrett, man. And I think I'm going to call it a vid. How long has it been? It's been, I like to make them about 45 minutes. It's been 38. I'm going to call it a vid. The pool's kind of, yeah, there's only 2 fish in now. There's only 20 players though. But the action's slowing down some, so. Gonna call it a vid. Unfortunate finish. Giving Jarrett Man all of our money. Let's see how we did today. 500 zoom. Okay, we are only down 300 and with an EV of minus 70. So not the worst. Could have definitely been worse. Pretty unfortunate spots there against Jarrett Man. Rolling 3-bet. If we win a stack, we can get into the black. But I'll take just an open. And that's going to be it. Bit of an unfortunate end. Yeah, so started off down, losing. Let's have a look at the hands. There was some big. It was a swingy session. So started off losing that one, flush over flush against chips and crisps. I don't think there's anything we can do there against a player of his caliber. Like we just have to call off there. Wonder if the solver ever finds any folds. I'll look at that one, I think. But my guess is if it does, it's rare. And I also think he's probably one of the top players in that pool that is going to be the most balanced in that spot. So happy with my call there. If I was at 50 zoom, I would be folding. But we're playing with the big boys, so gotta make some uncomfortable ones. This one again, dream flop and nightmare 10 river. What can you do? And then yeah, we just can't fold the river with the 7 blocker. Yeah, especially with the 7 blocker, because his most likely boat is probably 7s after he doesn't see that flop. So yeah, our hand's just way too good to be folding. We could, I think I'd mix some other 8x if I had it. I think, yeah, I call some low frequency 8-8 suited there. I just think that hand's too good to fold. Again, against an extremely good reg. She's going to be capable of turning some hands like 7-6 suited, maybe a hand like Jack 10 into bluffs there. And then what were the other ones? Ace King versus Ace King. That's just whatever. Pre-flop EV. The 7s was close, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just happy with my fold there. And then let's have a look at the ones we won. Oh yeah, we just triple barreled this one. This is interesting. I think his turn size is a mistake. I don't mind his river play whatsoever. I think it's good. Our hand, similar situation to the Jarrett Jam. We have a very good hand with blockers to even better hands, so we just have to call. Also just way high up in our range. And yeah, I think that's about it. The ace queen, maybe we could have jammed. I think I'm probably jamming that one 50-50. Between, yeah. I think our hand wants to go 50-50, and between the size I chose and jam, and then the other hands that are going to use that size are going to be king queen, some queen jack. I think queen jack is getting pretty thin, but I think it's okay. And then pocket queens will be used to balance that out. The pocket queens that we do bet turn with, that is. I will definitely have some check backs with pocket queens on the flop, and then it will be mixed again on the turn. So we're not just totally face up when we do that to have. And then like I'll probably, if I had a hand like king jack that double blocked his suited queen x, I think that's a hand I would elect to use in that sizing as a bluff. So yeah, that's kind of, I think, how I'd go about constructing my 2/3 range compared to my all-in range there. Cool. I think that's all the interesting hands to review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you haven't subbed, would really appreciate it, trying to get to 1,000 subs. I'd be tempted to do an $1,000 shot take if I get 1,000 subs. So I might do it at some point if and when we hit 1,000. So I think we're somewhat close. I think we're at like 850. So yeah, maybe I'll do an 1,000 shot take on video if we get the subs. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed again and see you all soon. Cheers, bye.